Hello, my name is Andrea Loaiza. Part 1, the most important rulers. Chapter 1, a warning to beginners. In Inglaterra, everything is different. You must understand that our people say England, they demonstrate in Great Britain. England, Southern and Wales, sometimes the United Kingdom, England, Southern Ireland and Northern Ireland, sometimes the British Isles. England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland, but never just England. On Sundays is Europe, the poorest person orders his best laws and the life of the country becomes happy, bright, and colorful. On Sundays is England. The richest people on their oldest laws and the country becomes dark and sad. Is you noted to about the other in England you have to say nice day isn't it about 200 times every day or people think you are the bit boring. In Europe you had Sunday newspaper on Monday. In England and strange country you had Sunday newspaper on Sunday. On a European bus the driver uses the bell if he wants to drive. On pass a bus stop without stopping. In Europe, people love their dogs, but in England, they love their cats more than their family. In Europe, people eat good food. In England, people think that good manners at the table are more important than the food you had to eat. The English eat bad food, but they say it tastes good. In Europe, important people speak loudly and clearly. In England, they learn to speak slowly and quietly so you can understand them. In your clear people show that they are clear by talking about Aristotle, Horace, and Montaigne. In England, only stupid people try to show how clever they are. The only people who thought about Latin and Greek writers are those who had not read them. In Europe, almost every country, big or small, buys words to show they are the base. Did English bite us hands? Those people to think they are the best. The English are ready. No out country is really the best. Europeans write and quickly with heads angry instead of this the English just love counseling at their problems. In your people are had their honest out your or they lie to you. In England people almost never lie but they or almost never wait honest with you either. Many Europeans think that light is a hand. The English think red is the hand. Chapter 2. Introducing people. This part of the book tells you how to introduce people to other people. Most importantly, when you introduce a stranger, do not say their name so that the other person is able to hear him. Usually, this is not a problem because nobody can understand your accent. If somebody introduces you to a stranger, there are two important rules to follow. 1. If he puts out his hand to shake yours, you know take it, smile and wait. When he stops trying to shake your hand, try to shake his. Repeat this when all afternoon or evening. What's it possible this would be the most amusing part of your afternoon or evening. 2. The introduction or finish and your nice friend asks if you are well. How do you? But do not forget, he does not really want to know. To him, it does not matter if you are old or if you are dying. All a terrible illness. Do not answer. Your conversation will be like this. Hit. How do you? Chapter 3. The weather. This is the most important subject in the land. In Europe, people say he is the type of person who talks about the weather to show that somebody is very worried. In England, the weather is always an interesting, exciting subject, and you must be good at talking about it. Chapter 4. Examples for conversation. For good heather. Nice day, isn't it? Is not it beautiful? The sound. Is not it wonderful? Yes, wonderful is it. It's not nice and good. I think it's so nice when it's good. It's not it. I really love it, though you. For bad weather. Terrible day is not it. Is not it unpleasant? The rain, I don't like the rain. Just sing, and they like this in July. It rain in the morning, then a bit of sun, and then rain all day. I remember the same July day in 1936. Yes, I remember too. Or else in 1928. Yes, it was. Were in 1939. Yes, that is right. Now look at the last few sentences of this conversation. You can see a very important rule. You must always agree with other people when you talk about the weather. It is raining and snowing, and the wind is knocking the tree. And somebody said, nice day, isn't not is nicer immediately. It's not weatherful. Let's learn this conversation by heart. You can use them again and again. If you repeat this conversation every day for the rest of your life, it is possible that people will think you are clever, polite, and amusing. Listen to the weather reports on the radio, and you will hear different weather reports for different people. There is always a different reports for farmers. For example, you hear, tomorrow it will be cloudy and cold. There will be a lot of rain. Then immediately after this you hear, weather report for farmers. It will be bright and warm, and there will be a lot of sunshine. Farmers do important work for the country, so they need better weather using. Often the radio tell you that it is a nice day, but then you look outside and see that it is raining or sunny. Sometimes the radio said it is the rainy day and you see that the sun is shining brightly. This is not because the weather people had made a mistake. It is because they have prepared the right weather as they want it to be. But then, troublesome weather from another part of the world moves in across Britain and changes the weather pictures. Is pretty weather has to milk us. Foreign weather scenes are not looking very good. Chapter 5 Sol. Not quite saying what you mean. Foreigners had soul. The English do not have soul. In Europe, you find many people to look sad. This is soul. The worst kind of soul belongs to the Lat people. Lat people are usually very deep thinker. They say things like this: sometimes I am so happy and sometimes I am so sad. Can you explain why? You cannot explain. Do not try. Or perhaps they say, I want to be in some other place, not here. Do not say, I like you to be in some other place too. All this is very deep. It is all, yes, soul. But it did English have the soul. Instead, they say less than they meant. For example, if a European boy wants to tell a where that he loves her, he goes down on his knees and tells her she is the 16th most beautiful and wonderful person in the world. She has something in her, something special, and he cannot let one more knitted without her. Sometimes to make all this quite glitter, he shows himself. This happens every day in European countries where people have soul. In England, the boy puts his hand on the weird shoulder as say quietly, "You're all right, you know." He'd really love her, he says. Really quite like you, in fact. He'd wants to marry the where he'd said. I say, will you? Is he wants to split us her? I say, shall we? Chapter 6. Tea. Tea was one a good drink with lemon and sugar. It tasted very pleasant. But the British decided to put cool milk and no sugar into it. They made it colorless and tasteless in the hands of the English. Tea, be saints and unpleasant drinks, light, dirty outer, but they still cool it. Tea is the most important drink in Great Britain and Ireland. You must never say, "I do not want a cup of tea," or people will think that you are very strange and very foreign. In an English home, you will have a cup of tea at 5 o'clock in the morning when you are still trying to split. Is your friends bring you a cup of tea and you wait from your sweetest morning flight? You must not say, "I think you are most anti to wake me up and I like to show you." You must smile your best 5 o'clock smile and say, "Thank you so much. I do love a cup of tea at this time of the morning." When your friends leave the room, you can drop the tea on the toilet. Then you have tea for breakfast. You had tea at 11 o'clock in the morning. Then after lunch, then you have tea at tea time about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then after supper and again at 11 o'clock at night. You must drink more cups of tea if the weather is hot. If it cool, if you are tired, if anybody thinks you are tired, if you are afraid before you go out, if you are out, if you had just returned home, if you want a cup, if you do not own a cup, if you had not had a cup for some time, if you had just had a cup. You must not follow my example. I split at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have coffee for breakfast, I drink black coffee again during the day. I drink straight and I usually think out no milk at tea time. I had these funny foreign ways, and my poor wife who house once a good English woman now has them too. I'm sorry to say. Chapter 7 says European men and women had sex, like English men and women have two outer vowels. Chapter 8 The language. When I arrived in England, I thought that I knew English. After I'd been here an hour, I realized I did not understand a word. In my first week, I learned a little of the language, but after 7 years, I knew that I could never eat really well. This is sad, but nobody speaks English perfectly. Remember that those 500 words did ordinary Englishmen accents. Most are not all the words in the language. You can learn another 500 and another 5,000 and another 50,000 hours after that, and you will still find another 50,000 you had never heard of. Nobody has heard of them. If you live in English for a long time, you will be very surprised to find that the word nice is not the only adjective in the English language. For the first 3 years, you do not need to learn or use any other adjectives. You can say that the weather is nice, a restaurant is nice, Mr. So and so is nice, Mrs. So and such clothes are nice. You had a nice time, and all this will be very nice. You must decide about your accent. You will have your foreign accent, all right, but many people like to meal is or another accent. I knew police you would have a strong Yiddish Irish accent. People thought he was very interesting. The ECS only show that you had a good accent or no foreign accent is to hold a pipe or cigar in your mouth, to speak through your teeth and finish all your sentences ask the question, is not people or not understand you, but they will think that you probably speak very good English. Many foreigners try hard to speak out an Oxford accent. The city of Oxford has a famous university. If you have an Oxford accent, people think that you meet with clever people and that you are very intelligent. But Oxford accent hurt your throat and is hard to use all the time. Sometimes you can forget to use it. Split OC for foreign accents and then where are you? People, I laugh at you. The best way to look clever is the use long words. Of course, these words are often old time and bring weather. Who the English language has stayed is many foreigners have learned Latin and here is cool and they find that at a it is much easier to learn these words than the much shorter English words. B. These words are usually very long and need using very intelligent when you talk to shopkeeper and postman. But be careful with all the long words. They do not always have the same meanings as they once had in Latin or Greek. When you know all the long words, remember to learn some short ones too. Finally, there are important things to remember. 1. Do not forget that it is much easier to write in English than to speak English because you can write without a foreign accent. 2. On the bus or in the street it is better to speak quietly in West German than to shout loudish in bad English. Anyway, our this language business is not easy. After a few years in this country, a very kind woman told me the other day, you speak words very good at accent but without any English.